Hello again everyone. Something a little bit different today. I wanted to talk about some of my aims for 2020. Now I have a lot of aims related to motorhoming and airbrushing and that sort of thing. But the main aim really is to do with my own health. And by that I specifically mean losing some weight, which the doctor has been telling me I need to do for a while. Now that's not really for reasons of appearance or anything like that. Obviously, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I'm just about as handsome as chaps come. So I don't need to worry about that, but I do need to worry really about my general fitness and ability to do more of the stuff that I want to do, like the underground stuff and the walking and the motorhoming. And I've noticed recently that it is getting tougher to do that sort of thing. So don't worry, we're not turning into a weight loss channel or anything like that, but there is a tie-in with the sort of things we do, the outdoor stuff and the mine exploring and that sort of thing. You need to be reasonably fit, and I have noticed that I am not. Well, certainly not as much as I used to be, and that's been going on really for a few years now. And I really want to be able to do more of that sort of stuff, not less. So we have to address that somehow. So what's the cause of it? Well, like many other people these days, I guess my diet is not the best, although it's not terrible by any means, and I'm certainly not as active as I used to be. Now, a few years back, I used to do some Thai boxing training, which I found very good for fitness, and I recommend that to anyone, probably a bit younger than me, perhaps. But a couple of years back, the doctor rather strongly advised me to stop doing that, and I had found that rather than my fitness improving, I was struggling more and more with each session. And that seemed to be really down to the fact that I had some high blood pressure problems, and also they did an x-ray which showed I had a somewhat enlarged heart. About a year or so ago, I started to feel a little bit unwell. Nothing I could really nail down. I just felt tired quite a lot of the time. And although I was doing some training, I just didn't seem to be improving. I was feeling drained of energy most of the time. So I went to the doctors, and to cut a long story short, they decided that my heart was slightly enlarged and I had high blood pressure. Now these medical problems are relatively minor, so there's nothing to panic about, but nevertheless I do feel there is a need to do something, particularly following recent things like a Saturday I spent up in the Peak District trying to learn to do some SRT stuff, which I found really hard work and had to stop really before I needed to time-wise. Now it doesn't seem like going back to Thai boxing training is a particularly realistic option, or perhaps sensible given the doctor's advice. Now I have tried going to the gym in the past, but I didn't really get on with it. I'm not really a gym sort of person, I don't think. So the main tool that I intend to use in tackling this is my Fitbit. Now I've had a Fitbit for some time, and I found it quite useful in tracking progress of this sort of thing. And my intention is to upload videos every Tuesday showing you the progress of various metrics, and you can follow my progress and hold me to account if I don't make any. So I'll just quickly take you through the metrics that I will be tracking. The first and most important is of course my weight. You can see I already have some initial data. I'm currently 14 stone 3 pounds, and I've calculated a target weight of 11 stone based on BMI. Next is calories in and out, which is tracked by manually logging what I eat. The app calculates what is desirable, green being a good day, pink is overeating and blue is undereating. I'm also going to be attempting to meet the 10,000 steps per day guidelines. My device also tracks heart rate, and this graph shows different zones. The aim is obviously to spend more time in the cardio and peak zones. I'll also be tracking my sleep, as the advice is that this is an important factor too. You can see I don't often hit the 8-hour target. Finally, I'm also using the View Ranger app to track my walks, and I'm aiming to complete 1,000 miles in 2020. This is slightly different as it only tracks specific walks that you have to manually set your app to track. So it doesn't track all your daily activity and the steps you take just moving around unless you're on a specific walk. So there you go. Hopefully a bit of progress on those aims will help me to bring you better content in 2020. Further walks, further bike rides and better trips underground and a lot more motorhoming activity. Fingers crossed, eh? Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.